What's up, everybody? Nick Ridgewire back for the 10th inning here with another episode of This Day in Sports History. In yesterday's episode, we had one of the most infamous trades in Major League Baseball history as Frank Robinson would be dealt from the Reds to the Orioles. We don't have any blockbuster trades like that today, but we do have the largest pitcher contract in MLB history, a couple Heismans to get into, and an NFL championship to talk about. So if y'all enjoy this video, leave a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it. This day in sports history. We will start today's video off in Major League Baseball in 1918, and John Hader would formally be elected to become the 10th National League president, although he had already been acting president since John Tenner stepped down the previous August. 1 year later, in 1919, the National League would vote to ban the spitball used by all new pitchers. The ban would be formally worked out by the Rules Committee in February, but this would have no effect for current players in the league, only for new players. 3 years later, in 1922, we would have the first National Football League champion, not really championship, as the undefeated Canton Bulldogs, 10-0-2 on the season, would be named the inaugural champions. Over to the Grey Cup now in 1938, and in a repeat of the previous season, the Toronto Argonauts would defeat the Winnipeg Blue Bombers 30-7. Over to the NFL Championship now in 1939, and the Green Bay Packers would win their 5th title, defeating the Giants in shutout fashion 27-0. Move all the way up to 1968 now in boxing, and Joe Frazier would defeat Oscar Bonavena in 15 rounds in his second title defense to retain the title. 10 years later in 1978 at the Davis Cup, the USA would defeat Great Britain 4-1 to win their 25th of 32 titles. Back to boxing in 1982, and Michael Dokes would win via technical knockout in the first round 1 minute and 3 seconds in over Mike Weaver. 1 year later in the Australian Open in 1983, on the women's side, Martina Navratilova would win her 8th career Grand Slam of 18 overall, defeating Kathy Jordan 6-2, 7-6. Stay in tennis, this time on the men's side in 1986, and Ivan Lendl would repeat his previous year's result of 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 win over Boris Becker to claim back-to-back season-ending ATP Masters Grand Prix titles. Get into a Heisman now in 1994, and running back out of Colorado, Rashaan Salaam would win on the season 2,055 yards, 24 touchdowns, and he would get 1,743 points to second place's 901. Back to the Davis Cup in 2000, and Spain would defeat Australia 3-1 to win their first of 6 Davis Cups. Back to the Heisman in 2018, and quarterback out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray would win on the season 4,361 passing yards, 42 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Then on the ground, he added 1,001 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns. Murray would end up with a total of 2,167 points to second place's 1,871 points. And we will end today's video off in 2019 with the largest pitcher contract in MLB history, as the Yankees would sign free agent Gerrit Cole to a 9-year deal worth $324 million. So there you go. That's what happened on This Day in Sports History. If I left anything out, I do apologize, but I'll see everybody tomorrow for Nick Ridgewire and the 10th inning.